My phone needs to charge. No, I can't use my mic no more. My phone about to.
Your phone finna die?
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord. Oh Lord, oh Lord.
Can't use my mic no more. Can you still hear me
Oops,
clear?
that girl needs some edge control.
Can you still hear me clear? Oh, we
Yep,
live.
I
Oh,
hear you clear.
I didn't know we was live.
What's up, y'all?
Hey,
Hey.
look, I done recorded us talking about edge control and
Hey,
multitask.
Moni. Hey,
Yeah.
Jerry. I know. I'm like, woo, that girl needs some edge control on this side. Somebody go get it. Hey, hey,
Hey,
Finn.
girl. Hey,
Hey,
welcome.
retirement days.
I'm sorry. I didn't know I pushed live.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the screen over here.
I'm
Y'all see
so
that ring
sorry.
light in my glasses?
How y'all doing?
I know. How you ladies? How you been, ladies? Been good, Jerry. Hey, Precious.
Hey, y'all.
We've
Hey,
been good. Just getting back to everything, I guess.
everything. So,
Drea ain't been feeling good.
yeah.
We came back from vacation. I keep saying we came back from vacation, but we've been back like a month.
And not a month. That's it. There we
It
just got back, though.
it feel like we just got back, but we came back from vacation and we had COVID, so we sick with that. So that pushed us back. So I just feel like life.
Yeah. Life is definitely life. And
Hey
we welcome
Kim.
y'all. Hey,
Hey,
Jamil.
hey Jamil.
Hey, Anthony. Anthony said, hello, y'all, Memphis people.
What's up, man?
Hey,
Hey Anthony.
man. Say, man.
Hey Riri.
Hey. Hey, Cherokee. Hey.
I know.
Yeah.
I need to put my
So, huh?
I need to put my computer over here because I keep looking over here to see.
Oh, I should be looking this way. Hey, Riri. Hey. That's that new type of relaxation. Right.
What is it?
Right.
Thank you, Jared.
Be right back. So thank y'all so
Whoa.
much. We are. You want to get started, Shanti? You want me to?
Yes, you can start with your what you
So
want to
hey
say.
y'all. We are coming with a different layout. We're trying something new. We want to do a reaction to a situation that just happened from different points of views. And for those who don't know who I am Drea Lachey. I'm also a creator here on YouTube. And Shanti, if you wanna.
And I'm Shanti from Kicking It with the Rooks. If you see Kicking It with the Rooks, it's usually me that's doing the
Mhm.
talking. So hey y'all.
Hey,
And
hey.
look over my hands. My son is having a baby shower this weekend, so I got paint on my hands. So I'm looking a
Mhm.
little rough, but I'm here.
Hey, hey, hey. Bless Mama for.
Hey,
Hey,
bless Mama for. Hey, Corey.
not this it.
You so silly. All right, so this is gonna be our first time doing a reaction. We really don't do these because right now YouTube is so
Yeah.
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 So we're gonna do a reaction to Safaree's video. I'm sure all of you guys have seen it. If you haven't, we will link it in the description. So we want to talk about it with you guys. I don't know. Well, I do see some of you guys in here are parents. Thank you, Moni. Some of you guys are parents, some of you not. Some of you have seen this with other people. So we just wanted to discuss it.
Hey y'all, hey, and we're gonna put some of y'all comments on the page. So if you all have a comment, me and Shanti both can tag it on the screen and we can just discuss. Yes, with Erica hopping fences. So we're gonna do it from different points of view. I am not married and I
Girl,
don't
yes.
have kids. So I will be giving my point of view from I'm a licensed therapist kind of from that standpoint, but also from my spiritual standpoint as well. It's gonna be a mixture of things, being that I am not married and I do not have kids. And Shanti will be giving her viewpoint as a mother, and from being in a relationship. Am I right? Being in a relationship, being
Right.
married.
And been a single mother before. Before I got married, I
Mhm.
was a single mother. We are a blended family. So, before I got married, I did take care of 4 kids by myself. So I
Mhm.
know what it is to be a co-parent you know, in that way and in the way of also being in a marriage. So
Yep, and we're gonna break the video down. So in between, just a FYI, we're gonna be pausing, doing our commentary, asking questions. You guys can chime in, and that's how it's gonna start. We're gonna get started. Hey, Twin. Hey, Tori. Hey, Moni. I saw you.
yeah, hey Tori.
Hey, y'all. So we're gonna get started. I think you got the control too as well, Shanti. If you click on a comment, it'll show on the.
You know I don't know how to use this stuff.
So if you click on a comment, click on one that it's gonna say show, and then you can put it on the screen if you see something. So try it.
Oh, is it the little 3 dots?
No. So no,
No.
it has show right there with the plus. Do you see it? So when you are hovering over one of their comments from your computer, log yourself out.
Did I?
Yeah, it went down. So if you go over their comment, it's not the 3 dots. You just push their comment, like what I just did. You push their comments.
I can see you pushing them, but it's not letting me do that.
Oh.
Hey, Queen Mama.
Yeah, so it's not working on Shanti's end for some reason. Maybe it's, I don't know. Is it because I started the live stream? I don't know. But we can get started.
All right. So we're going to go ahead and play some of the video, y'all.
Oh, and the content in this video that we are sharing, it's a disclaimer. It will be in the description. We do not own the copyrights. This is strictly for educational purposes, for commentary, and for just learning, I guess, from the experience. So just
entertainment purposes. The internet is not real.
Okay, here we go.
Hey, dude.
Give us the thumbs if y'all can see the screen before we start. Give us the thumbs. Can y'all see the screen? Let me know if you see thumbs, Shanti, because I got the screen kind of covered. I got half and half right here.
Okay. Hey, Tamika Davis. I don't see any Okay, Moni got the thumbs. Jamia got the thumbs.
Okay, so here we go. Let me know if y'all hear the sound too. Hey, dude. Yes, let me know if y'all hear the sounds too. So here we go.
I don't even know where to start. But I'm putting everything out there because the fact that people, even whether you know me or not, there still has to be like a certain level of common sense when it comes to just being a judge of character. And this has nothing to do with TV at all, none of that. Like this is real life because kids are involved. And this deadbeat narrative, it's like, it's just so jarring to me.
Let's pause it, Drew.
It does give me a...
Yep, I was thinking the same thing.
So do you guys think that, he's been called a deadbeat, so he wants to address his side of things. Do you guys think this is the right way? Should he have done it this way?
Yeah. Should he have done it this way? Should he have reacted to everything that has been going on up until this point of him posting this video? And while y'all are typing, I am going, if you don't mind, Shanti, I'm going to do my little input on the very beginning of the video. My first thoughts were, keep stuff offline. That's my personal stuff like this. I feel like, yes, it can be overwhelming when stuff keeps happening over and over to you. And in this case, we don't know who the real victim is because we don't live the lives that they live. But it doesn't need to be our business to be the judge of everything. It needs to be handled through a third party when it's got this far. But that's my opinion right in the beginning.
Okay. In the beginning, my opinion is the same. However, I do watch Love and Hip Hop, and I do see how Erica has painted the picture of him to be a deadbeat father. And I've never really saw him speak on it. You know, he always seemed like he didn't care. So in those times on Love and Hip Hop when he was doing that, when she was doing that to him, he could have addressed it then, you know. To make a video now, what, 2 years later, I'm like you, keep the business off the internet. We see a lot of celebrities go way downhill from putting their business on the internet. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think I would have did it this way. I do understand him wanting to take up for himself because a lot of times the dad get the bad end of the stick. You know, a lot of times everybody's gonna ride for the mom, you know. So I do get wanting to clear your name, but this isn't the way to do it. I
Yeah.
would have just took it through the courts, you know.
That's what I think we agree on that. Also, you guys, this is a safe place, so please, to respectfully disagree with others is perfectly fine because, like I said in the beginning, we all have different perspectives. There's some things that I've lived that Shanti has not lived, that we have not lived the same as you guys in the chat. I do agree that. That's why I meant like third party should be involved. Yes, it can be frustrating. I added that. I'm glad that you said we never know the dad side because just because we never know the dad side. We always know the mom side, and society is programmed to, have more leniency towards the female, the mom. That's why I was like, I'm pretty sure it has become frustrating to the point where he feels like he has to post it online. But I saw something in the chat where somebody said, where is it? He should have recorded it and showed it to the court. I agree with it. Yes,
Exactly,
record it,
mom.
keep it offline, but hold it for the courts because it's
Right.
not our business to judge because everybody out here got an opinion. Opinions are like y'all know what's, and then it's like when it's in our hands it gets bigger, it
Right.
makes it even worse. It makes it even
Exactly.
worse.
And in this case, it's not just about them. The children need to be the priority. So when they grow up and they see daddy talking about mama or mama talking about daddy, this will, it'll hurt them. Like nobody wants to see their parents going back and forth on the internet. And these celebrities don't think about that. I mean, I hate to bring up CJ So Cool and Royalty, but shout out to Royalty Nation, by the way. But
Mhm.
it's just like that with them. CJ does all this stuff to Royalty, and he's not thinking about, well, he does all this to Royalty and her kids. And he's not thinking that when the twins get older and they see all the stuff you did, all the bad talking you did about my mom and the kids, my siblings, how are we gonna feel about you? So it's just, it would have been better if they would have been able to keep a lot of stuff off the internet.
And we got some comments if you want to go. Do you want to go through that or go through the next
Yes,
part of it?
because
Because we
I
got
seen
some
do
really good ones.
comments that they were doomed from the beginning.
Yeah,
That is true.
we got so many good ones. We got so
Okay,
many good ones. I'm gonna go to the top. Um, it starts with Safaree's too old to be behaving this way,
absolutely. We just looked up. We saw his age. Somebody looked up his age.
and I
And
said not 40 something. I'm thinking my age with the not this reaction video, but the previous stuff that we've seen from social media and TV is like I thought you was in your 30s like me, sir.
because he kind of silly acting like that, but he
Yeah.
also is healthy, so he looks good for his
He
age.
does look good. It shows
Blacks
that he
don't
doesn't stress.
crack.
And that's another part of the video that he mentioned, but it shows that he don't stress about a lot too. But we'll touch base on that at the
Yeah.
end. So it says it's very immature. Yes, Miss Seven to his Drea. He said they
Hey,
said
702.
no because it's nobody's business. Being like we asked it, should they have posted it online? So sorry.
Right, and that's true, Tamika. It's nobody business. Right,
Mm-hmm. He
I
said
agree.
no. Keep your business off the internet.
Right, Queen Mama.
Blind without the glasses, right? 702. You talking about me? I mean, with the glasses.
Girl, I can't
Hold
see
on.
nothing without
Oh,
my
you talking
glasses.
about you? I don't know. You talking about you and me? We all got glasses.
Me.
Um, although I do think he should have recorded it. Yeah, we did that one. Yep,
Right, right.
agreed.
I agree. Right.
Keep a documentation always, always,
Always.
always. Especially when it got as far as what we showed at the beginning, knocking stuff over in his house. Like,
Exactly.
how would we know unless we saw it?
Right.
Personal stuff needs to stay personal.
I agree.
It
It should
should
be
be
in
private.
private.
This is
Yes.
where Dude said it was doomed from the start. We touched
It
on
really
that
was.
beforehand, the pre-show with me and Shanti.
Yeah.
She touched on it for sure.
Right.
The problem is people always feel the need to put other people on blast on the internet. Them poor kids are gonna need
Poor
therapy. I'm gonna
kids.
touch on it. I took
Exactly.
notes. Yes,
I totally
absolutely,
agree. I totally agree.
absolutely. Everybody saying they agree.
Hey,
And please
Eggman.
keep it respectful for the content creators. Yes, yes,
Thank you, Moni.
yes.
And yeah, it's not, it's not for the internet. And, I think they said that Erica has responded and said that this stuff that he's showing was years ago. And she thinks he's using it now just to up his YouTube channel. Because
Mm,
like we haven't seen Safaree on YouTube, but now he's got a new camera. He's starting to post more because he's hanging with Chaotic, and Chaotic
mm,
got his channel up. So this is not the way to get your channel up, because when you
yeah.
build your channel on drama, you have to keep that up. And like you said, he looks good. He looks like he doesn't stress, but I mean, why bring? I don't know.
Yeah. And it
I don't know.
adds to you just said something, it just left my mind. It adds to me saying keeping it offline because everybody got opinions. So you're following behind your friend making a channel to grow it because of this or whatever. If he is, because I don't know. We know none of us know. We don't live the lives with the people, but it's like you adding more people in to have an opinion. And looking at what we see on Chaotic online, he definitely got an opinion about this. So
Right.
I feel like nobody thinks for themselves anymore. We think for what we, and I'm just saying as a collective, not all of us, but a lot of humans think what the next person want to see, what they want to hear, and we don't think for self.
Right. I agree.
And then we start living for others instead of ourselves. That's a waste of life. But
Absolutely. I
that's
agree.
my opinion.
Okay.
Nope.
Hey, Sleazy. Hey, Rolly.
Hey Slee, hey
Oh,
V, hey
Coco.
hey Coco.
Welcome in, y'all. Hit the live button. I mean, look at me talking about hit the live button. Hit the like button.
If they hit that live button, we gonna go
Yeah,
off. It's
hit the
gonna
like
save some
button.
black.
And look, my son, he got them headphones and he playing that game. Lord, be quiet, boy. Can you hear him?
I can't hear him now.
All you hear is bruh,
Yeah,
bruh,
all I hear
bruh.
is her. Do you hear? You hear? You hear? What up?
Okay, what did anybody else? Okay, they agreeing, they
Yeah,
agreeing.
nobody
Drama just
actually
said.
listens to the dad side most of the times, but sometimes both can be toxic. Yes, that's true.
Yeah, we agree. And that's why we wanted to go over this because yeah, everybody usually goes and picks the mom side. The mom usually, that's how
Yeah,
it usually goes. But he has a lot of valid points, in this video. So we just
yeah.
wanted to touch on it.
And it says kids. I'm gonna roll through this so we can go to the next clip. It says kids get bullied for stuff like this. Exactly, toxic
Mhm.
all the way around. If you see something, tell me to go back to it. They worried about their image and not how this can affect the kids in the future.
Exactly, dude.
Ex Safari denied Erica's son. At first, I believe he's a deadbeat. Okay, that's another
Sorry.
perspective. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Rose.
Because
Everybody
he
is-
does speak about, hey Sleazy, hey Rose. Thank you guys for being here. We
Yeah,
appreciate y'all. Like, but
yeah.
he does speak about her other son in the video, and we'll see that next, I believe. And we got opinions on that too.
Okay, and it says drama just adds more stress, and everyone has an opinion, especially when no one but the two people involved in this situation matters. No one else's opinion should matter.
Right, Moni.
Wait, did y'all see Erica hop the fence? We're gonna get to that.
Riri, girl, where did she? Okay, so I'm like, where she even get the ladder from?
Okay, and where we hopping down to? Because the ground so far, what we hopping to? You want your ankles?
And
You
she,
want your ankles?
I'm just saying, because she had on flip flops, baby. When you going on a mission, I'm gonna need you to put on some tennis shoes. You got to put the Nikes on.
Okay.
Hey,
He get
Breeze.
whooped on and be. Oh Lord, breathe.
That's I like Breeze. He come in, he just said he's telling how it is. It is what it is.
Right away. But they both immigrants. Oh Lord.
Breeze. Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay. We're finna go back to the video. Let's go. Just crack me up. Okay, here we go.
Headache sometimes, but then I'm pretty good at just brushing things off. But people who know me and especially know my situation, they're like, "Yo, how long are you gonna stay quiet?" And I just, I be sparing people. And then at the same time, it's like, yo, it's nobody's business. But I feel like everybody just feels like they know my business. And if it's reported, it's news and that it's the truth and it's real. But I'm pretty sure that, there's some men out there who could relate to this. And when it comes to being a father in a co-parenting situation where somebody wants to have full control of every single thing and they can't have control, it's just not going to be a easy transition, especially when, the other person is just used to it being one way or very controlling or still wanting the whole family dynamic and it's not there anymore. But I love my kids. And it's gotten to the point that I have to put myself first because I'm either going to end up in jail or worse because I'm dealing with someone whose anger management is just non-existent. When I first moved to Florida, I remember
Real apology.
I got a two-bedroom.
Opinion. I'm gonna ask your opinion and I'm gonna go next because I started first the last time.
The first issue is him saying he got to put himself first. No. When you got children and kids are involved, you're not gonna be put first, sir. I'm sorry. Now, if he's saying that he has to put his emotions first over Erica's, okay, but no, the kids need to be put first. So this what you're doing now, this online thing, and he's like, well, people were like, how long you gonna be quiet? This goes back to what you were saying about us being worried about what people have to say. Like they don't need to be worried about it, and you don't have to please those people. Like Moni said earlier, you record this behavior and you take it to the courts. Because if my person that I was co-parenting with was pushing stuff down and hitting me and doing all this stuff like she doing in this video, let me go get my kids because I don't know what you're doing to them behind closed doors. That would make me feel really uncomfortable.
Yeah. And so what I when he just looking at the video from the therapist point of view, my thoughts go to just from the nitty gritty, like how did she get in the house in that video? And like I said earlier, third party needs to be involved. Who was that you said Moni said involve the courts, recorded for the courts to where they arrange who they drop the kids off to that's a safe place to get to the next parent, because obviously inside that house is not working for both of them. Even if she just had came to pick the kids up or whatever the case may be, you do see him trying not to put his hands on her. So when he said that he was trying to, he said either he'll end up in jail or worse. You can see on the video, which we don't need to see. We already all of us have established that we don't need to see this, but
Right.
the courts need to see this, that he's not putting his hands on her. Because like was it X9 said, the system normally favors the mom. We never see the dad side. On this, in this case that's documented, that he's showing us that we should not be seeing. She's tearing his house up. She's putting her hands on him. He's literally got his hands up like this at one point at the door trying to let her out, and she's putting her hands on him. So then I I also said, and it's in front of the kids. This dishes, all of this stuff is going down. And I put generational trauma. Us, black and brown. It's the generational trauma for me. A lot of us have to break a lot of my friends, my age group, we try to break ourselves out of generational trauma like this. And that makes the kids grow up and they have to pick a side for one. Choose who's right, who's wrong. That's not their place. They are the children. They shouldn't have to make this choice. They should just enjoy being with mom when it's mom's turn, being with dad, and I'm not a parent, being with dad when it's dad's turn.
But you're
And
right
like I said, I'm
though.
looking at it from a therapist point of view. We need a
Right.
safe touch point. Nobody needs to be in nobody's house. We're gonna get to the ladders because I'm like, how we climb the ladders, girl. But the generational trauma, like the kids gonna remember this. I
Right.
remember stuff from when I was 3 years old, from when I was 2. I looked on the back of my foot. This is sidebar. I have a scar on the back of my foot. I said, Mom, I know how the back of my foot got cut. It got cut on Grandma's couch. She had this striped, different colored couch, right? It was mostly orange, and she had a metal piece sticking out the bottom of it. That was traumatic for me. I remember that I'm 33. I was 3 years old. They remember that. Something
Right.
major like that, kids remember that. They always gonna
Exactly.
hold on to that. That's something they gonna have to go to therapy for. They gonna say, Mama and Daddy was arguing around us. Stuff was flying. We thought we would be hurt. Kids, it's over. It's bigger for
Right.
kids. When they
Exactly.
little, it look like stuff flying everywhere and it looks more dramatic. And
Yeah.
then when you become an adult, you gotta undo everything that you saw. That's
Right.
generational trauma. And they gotta make sure they don't have that for their kids when they get older. So it's like
Right. It's yeah, because everybody doesn't break the cycle and it just keeps
it,
going and going. And if you go back to that video, those babies are following their parents around.
and the little
Erica and
boy.
Safari move,
Mhm.
they move. I mean, you can tell they like what's going on, like what's going on. So it's sad to see.
Yeah.
And he even was about to tear up in one of those parts, you know, when he was telling what happened. And it's just sad. It's sad for the kids
And I want
above everything.
Now I'm gonna add that part afterwards. This is another clip, but it's a therapist's point of view. But I agree with that. And you want to go to the chat now?
Yes.
What they said was, let me go back to this situation. Let me go. 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 Where is it? What was the last? It said the children come first. I'm gonna go back to. Omega Breeze is hilarious. I'm
What he
sorry. I'm
say,
trying to
girl?
find where we
What he
were.
say?
Sorry. I just keep glancing over his comments. Okay,
Don't
it says
glance
this.
over him. I
I'm
want to see
trying to
what he
go to the
said.
top.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay. It said, and then don't know how to have a decent conversation.
All
Okay.
right.
And hey, Tane, I don't know if I spoke. I
Hey,
saw your name, but I was
Tiny.
thinking to speak. Just be
He's been on. He ain't lying.
Tane, I missed this drama. Listen, girl done climbed over a wall. You hear me? At nighttime.
Precious girl. It's crazy. And, whew, it's crazy. Go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, and it says, but you're making it everyone's that part, making it
Absolutely.
hence we are reacting to it from different points of view in this video, okay?
Right.
But
Everybody was reacting to it,
okay,
So it's now everybody's business.
yeah. Okay, and it says, does love and hip hop arrange these?
Lord, right? Because that's what it seemed like, don't it? I was telling Drea, I remember when they was on some scary show that had. You remember I Love New York? I Love New
Yeah,
York. You remember her Tiffany?
I know
They
you're talking
had
about.
some kind of scary show that they were on, Safari and Erica, and he was really trying to get her on that show, and she wasn't feeling him at all. But eventually, after that, she started liking him. They got married, and that was
Yes,
it.
that's that part of going with that Holy Spirit, that gut. When your gut tell you no the first time, listen the first time. Every
Right.
time you think about going against it, you be like, I knew I should have. I knew I should have. I
Yep.
knew it. Go with it.
Exactly. And he's
Especially
like,
when
I
you
didn't
feel
know she
strong
was.
strongly.
I'm sorry. And
No.
he's like, I didn't know she was this toxic, boy. We watched all the Love and Hip Hops.
Let me
Maybe
tell you
everybody
something.
didn't. We've seen Erica Mena act a fool from way back, so you knew she was crazy. But you liked that little crazy. You liked that a little bit of toxic, but it went too far for you.
Okay.
Cause
It says,
y'all think she be acting in them Tubi movies. That's real life for her.
okay, here we go. It says by posting online, exactly, made it our business by posting
Right.
online. She said don't feel sorry for her, but you can feel embarrassed for her. That's it there. like the math ain't math, and he said don't start crying. He talking about Safaree. I'm too silly for this. Okay, stop laughing. He trying to make him. Now he's trying to make himself cry. Y'all think that?
He trying to look. He was trying to get to that 100K. He got there. But again, I do feel like, you were saying, Drea, I do still feel for the father. Sometimes in some of these scenarios, the mom isn't always right, so
Yeah,
in
and
some of these scenarios.
I
So
don't have a strong. So I'm very neutral in the fact that I'm looking at both sides. But I will say my unsolicited opinion is, although he may be trying to make himself cry, I don't know. I feel like for him to post a video about this, yes, it could be just for views too. I see all of that. But he hasn't been as vocal as she has, as I've seen. He hasn't been as vocal.
that's
He
true.
hasn't back to back to back to back bashing her. And I think that he's just like, look, like he said, either I'm gonna be locked up or worse, because she obviously hopping the gate. She putting her hands on him in front of the kids. He got his hands up like this on videos, trying to get away from her. She's hitting, knocking stuff over, all of that, tearing the house up. So I think that he is. I don't think he's to the point of crying, man, with this, but I think he is overwhelmed.
Mm-hmm.
Because then when he said he's got to put himself first, I think y'all said that. I need to get to the chat, but he said he got to put himself first. I don't think that he's saying it in the fact of over his kids. I think he's saying it in the fact of, I processed it as him having the proof.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of just saying the words for people to be swayed his way. Like, look, I'm putting myself first. I'm showing y'all I'm not doing all of this stuff. That's the way I took it.
That's
And it
definitely
is,
what he meant. It just
yeah,
don't sound good coming out of parents' mouth.
yeah,
But that's what he meant. But again, we're on the internet, so people are gonna flip what you say
yes,
over and over. So,
yeah,
I mean, but if you don't care about what people say,
yeah.
why even come on here and make the video?
That part, take it to the courts. Toxic, it says that this
I mean,
reminds me. You said,
reminds me of clown, right, Moni? We gonna talk.
oh,
We might get into that. I don't know if Drea want to get into that. I don't think she
listen,
know
when
him.
you said that, Moni, I don't know if you know me that well. I think in music, and I'm thinking about Smokey Robinson, Tears of a Clown, that if it's a smile on my face, he said something about the tears of a clown. You know that old song, Tears of a Clown?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Y'all, she love music. Everything she gonna turn it into music.
Like, you smiling, but you're crying on the inside, but this right here, I don't know. Okay, your kids come first.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I don't have kids, so this y'all can speak on it. Situation is about your children. Look at Omega cracking up. Kids always come first.
Absolutely.
He's selfish and arrogant. Okay, facts.
Sure.
Okay. If this situation was really about the kids, he wouldn't have recorded this and posted it online.
Right.
Okay. Okay.
Andrea, you said he put his hands up. He trying to get away from her. He also knows that his cameras are on. So
Mm.
when my cameras are on, I may not jack up my kids.
Touche. 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 Point
So,
made.
he
Point
could have,
made.
normally he might fight back, but I'm
Mm.
sick of it. I'm gonna let her go and do what she do in here
Didn't
so that
even
I
think
can.
about that. Didn't
Exactly.
even think
So
about that.
never know.
Right, and all those cameras on all the time. The outside cameras obviously on because we see her in that fence.
Right.
But
And she wouldn't know necessarily, she won't know where his camera's at. I mean, I'm sure with them being celebrities or some statue, she knows that he probably has cameras, but she
yeah,
doesn't know where they all are.
yeah. He said,
And I don't know if it was this video or something else, but he was saying that the reason why she was in his house was because she didn't want to drive or she didn't want to do something, and he let her spend the night that night. And it was
"Oh,
cool that night, but when they woke up, she was ready to,
I
act a
got a
fool.
point written down about that, but we gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that
Okay.
on my point. Why did Erica beat him up?
She crazy.
Who knows? I don't even know. I don't know.
He definitely should have recorded it.
Let's
Let's not say he shouldn't have recorded. No, we not saying it. We definitely saying he
yeah.
should have recorded. We
Yeah.
saying that he should have took it to court, to the judges, to somebody, not the internet.
Yeah,
But
handle it with grace. Get it recorded, take it to the court. Stay quiet like it looks like you had been doing. Stay quiet, take it to the court. Who cares if she's smearing? The courts are showing, and the way people so nosy on social media, they'll get the court documents. Safaree has filed, da 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 da. He won, da 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 da, because this happened.
right.
Like, that's your justice right there, not for us to see. We don't need
Right.
to see
I mean, because if you say in one breath you don't care what people say, then you didn't have to prove to the internet that you weren't a deadbeat. You just needed to prove it to your kids. And
Yeah,
then, like you said, people will find out. Or later on, when you're walking around and we see you with the kids all the time, we see, we can see,
yeah.
she's not telling the truth. But,
Mm-hmm.
we don't, like you said, we don't know.
It said, cast off that black and brown, please. Lori, it boils down to that feeling still being involved with that.
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna speak on that. I don't
That's
want to
what
get
it
to it
is.
beforehand.
That's exactly what it is.
Mm,
They still messing with each other. Well, he said now they not, but
yeah. Now, facts.
right. That's why she hopping. She ain't hopping over fence for nothing.
Okay.
Like
It should be about the kids. They
not the
aren't
kids.
thinking about those children. That think children's. They ain't thinking about the children, or they're thinking about themselves. They're both selfish.
Right.
That's what makes the situation toxic, because he basically added fuel on fire. That's true.
That's it, Mom. He ain't doing no make her mad. Now she's gonna make another video. He said he won't make another video after this one. But
Yeah.
right, and girl dad right. Soaking it up like a sponge. Cause now when I go to daycare, I'm finna push some folks around too. Because
Right, knock some stuff
that's what my
off. They're
mama
gonna be
do.
shaking the table. Okay, stop, Julia.
Crazy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm silly. Don't if
Girl.
y'all don't know me, I'm silly. But I'm playing. I'm playing on that part. Them kids ain't gonna be shaking the table, but they do soak it up like sponges, and they do hit,
Right.
and they will throw things if they seen their parents do that. He
Right.
said in front of the kids is crazy.
It's absolutely
Respect
crazy.
is a huge issue here for sure.
Facts.
Lori, right, Lori? Yes, facts. It went left. I feel the parents. I feel like the co-parents. Wait, am I
Have to
reading
have
it
a
wrong?
serious discussion. It should be talked about as adults behind closed doors between between them two, and no kids around. No discussion about it on social media.
Yeah,
Exactly. And if they can't talk with them too, which it doesn't look like it, you have mediators that can do that for you.
and
You
that's
don't have to. All right.
they go back to the generational trauma too. Then, because if they talking about it around the kids, they trying to sway the kids' opinions. And of course, we all know, all us in here, when you get grown enough, you know how to make your opinion, and you a good judge of who did what. Then it's gonna be resentment, generational trauma again.
Right.
Like what? You kept me
Right.
away from, or you did this and made us feel like that, and we could have been spent time with this parent or that parent, and you told us, why did y'all do this around us? Like,
Exactly.
okay. Erica was foul for breaking glass in his house and having the kids. Wow, oof.
Right, Reese.
Didn't even think about that.
Right. And then when she walked past, after she pushed something down and walked past that table, the bag hit the little girl in the head. So she walked by and the bag hit the baby in the head. And yes, they had to walk over all that stuff that she, pushed down. They didn't have on any shoes. So it's crazy. Hey, Bronze. Hey,
Bron.
755.
Hey, 755. I don't see everybody yet. You see them. Because I'm going through the thing. You said, like, keep all the receipts and sue her for slander, defamation of character. Yes,
Yep.
it is. There's a thin line between
Fact.
love and hate. Let's see. Hey, 75. Hey, House of Eggs. Did you just speak to them?
Hey, House of Eggs.
Oh, why have I thought I heard you speak to them. Hey.
No, I didn't see him. I'm
Hey.
trying not to. I'm trying not to look at my computer over there because you see my little naps over
Hey,
there.
hey.
Hey, Mama.
How are you? Okay. Now we're going back to the video, y'all. Let's take a deep breath, y'all. Let's decompress.
Because the way you got Safaree looking up there is crazy. But go ahead.
Here we go, y'all.
Bedroom condo, and the first time I had my kids come over there after my divorce, and I started the whole visitation, meeting, having my kids for the days I was having them. When my kids first came over in my condo, it made me so depressed because I was like, yo, I felt like they were so confined, and I didn't feel good about it. And I said, yo, I got to get a house. I need a house. I can't have my kids running around in this condo and hurting themselves, and just not being a fit to raise, two children in a co-parenting setup. And I found my house. And I'm gonna be all the way blunt and straight up with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I got this house because of my kids. I got this house for my kids. Seeing my kids be here running around, it's the best feeling, you know? You know, when you have children with somebody who, at the end of the day, it shouldn't even have happened, because I should have just noticed certain things when it came to parenting. You know, when you're with someone for 3 years and they have a child, and you probably saw the child 3 to 4 times because the child was put off to go live with somebody else. And, you kind of look past it when you don't have kids or you're not thinking about that. I never even was like, yo, why doesn't your son live here? And then when you finally get to have a conversation with the son and find out why, it's crazy. Imagine speaking to a child who's of age and knows what's going on. He's 16 years old. And he says, if I ever had to live with my mother, I would kill myself.
I had to pause there.
Yeah, two things. The saying that you shouldn't have had the kids with the person, at this point, that's irrelevant to say. I mean, they're here now. So when those kids see this video 10 years from now, how are they gonna feel? And we seeing this with other men celebrities. I ain't gonna bring up the clown name on him. But to say that's not, I wouldn't
Yeah.
say that.
So
I mean, they're here now, so why even bring that up?
And you talking about him? What
When
was
he says to have, kids that shouldn't even been here. So basically he's saying he shouldn't have had
that
kids
right
with her.
there?
At
That
this point, they're here now.
that
I mean, my boys, my 3 boys, their dad, total deadbeat. I don't like him, but those 3 boys are the best thing he ever gave me. And I would never say that they shouldn't be here. So I just don't like when they do that, when they talk about how the kids shouldn't have been here, or I didn't want you at first but now I want you. I mean, that's
yeah.
not necessary for this. And then the bringing up the other son, you know you didn't question for 3 years why she didn't have him. Now is why she didn't have him. I don't know why. And then the son telling you he don't want to stay with her. You didn't think to maybe check into that before getting married to her, before having kids with her? Like, you didn't care. All you cared about is y'all going out, dressed up, looking good in your Lambos and whatever. You didn't care
Yeah.
about that. So people just gotta, goes back to, like you said, about the praying, before. And everybody don't pray, just being serious. Everybody don't.
That was pretty.
But you don't have to be a prayer to know when somebody just ain't right or just ain't for you. You can't look past the red flags all the time.
So I want to check on what you just said about the previous. Well, he talking about the kids or whatever, and the previous child and reflecting on only seeing the baby so much. He said he saw this for 3 years, and he is 40, what, 3? So he's 40, and you're seeing this. Like you said, you didn't think to say, okay, oh, I'm just going to accept her word for it. You didn't think to say, where his dad at? Because even on the dating shows that we see, like Pop the Balloon, folks be like, what is your previous relationship with the parent? What's your co-parenting relationship? How healthy is it? Are we able to meet eventually if we start dating? Like 3 years and you didn't meet the father or even other family members to get, because I know other family members will tell you like, hey, this is what's going on. And if somebody's fighting you tooth and nail to not talk to these family members, that shows a red flag. Like, what is it that you don't want me to know?
Right.
You want me to believe you, but it's 3 years. I need to know something about this child. If we're dating, you have a child. If you care enough outside of the physical, you're going to want to care about the well-being of the child. And I'm not even a parent, but I'm going to want to know, like, hey, if I was dating somebody with kids, like you never have them, 3 years, do you ever want to pick them up? Do you ever want to see them? Are you going to try to build this relationship? You would want to better your person, right? You would want to better the person that you with. If they not doing that, it ain't your job to do that. But if you obviously care about the person, it's like you got this extension of you. Why you not seeing them? And so I feel like this video, this is the part where I did see it feel like forcing the tears out and building a case on why he feels the way he feels towards her, talking about the child, because it's like you saw this before 3 years ago. Well, the 3 years that y'all was dating, I ain't say 3 years ago, but 3 years when y'all was dating, whenever y'all met in your age. And why didn't you build this case then? Why did it have to go as far? Like y'all said, it's that it is spiritual warfare and lust. Lust is the whole thing. Lust is not, let me see what I had wrote down about it. Y'all listening. It's a spirit and it's of trickery. That's what I said. It tricks your physical. You'll be so into this person, and then once that lust runs out, guess what? You add odds. You really see the person for who they are when y'all take that out of it. That's why it's important, I say, to pray beforehand, to pray that your spirit is strong enough, first of all, to discern before you sit in, they sitting in this bed. This bed is on fire now. Your bed is burning around you.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I got. Is there anything you wanted to add?
Just when he spoke on, he got the house for the kids because the kids needed a bigger house to run around in. Kids don't give a dang about what size the house is. They don't care. They
I'm
just
saying,
want to be there with you. They want to play. They don't care. So I don't understand I mean, I get wanting a bigger place for your kids to have more room, but I don't understand why he brung that up. And
building the case.
then I mean, right, like I didn't understand that. And then going back to what he had to say about her and her other child, her oldest child. It was cool when you was cool with her, But now that you're mad at her, you want to bring it up. That's just like a friend that gets into it with
Yeah,
somebody else.
yeah.
And now, so just say me and you, we cool. But then now we getting to it. So I go tell Vino what you said about him because now I ain't cool with you. That ain't cool. Like whatever y'all talked about or whatever was cool then need to stay cool. Like or stay quiet about it. Like why are you talking about it now?
Yeah.
Like and then to say that boy said that he'll K-word himself, like that's too much.
That's a lie. Don't tell that. That's personal. It go back to that
Exactly.
ain't none of our business. You ain't even have to add that. Now you're bringing the other child into it. Not only are it's spilling over. Y'all bleeding on everybody that don't deserve
Right.
it. So the
Exactly.
comments say, I ain't gonna cap. I love this. Kicking it with the roots. Um, you laughing. I know what you was laughing at. I made a joke. No, I was cracking up because you said that's wild that you got Safaree sitting up there looking crazy like that. And I started laughing when the video was playing and he put the laughing faces. I was not laughing at the situation. Y'all know I'm silly. And stuff stick with me. But it says, who's our beloved sister again?
Is he talking
Wait,
who breathes?
oh, just wait till he starts talking about summer camp. Oh,
Ree, like, come on, man, come on.
Right. Yeah. Oh, you talking about me? That's it there, Breeze. Thought you forgot my name. That's it. Next level, hey. Child, we did not know.
Really?
Right. To try and for
Make yourself.
Oh, make yourself okay. I'm like, wait, hold on. Make yourself cry. Y'all notice
That's what she
he has
meant.
the same mannerisms. Did it? Oh, these comments.
I'm trying to tell you.
Oh,
Direct character and staying on topic. He not making direct here.
duly noted. Touche. Too.
Look up now, looking up. What you looking at?
Ooh, am I too
Fall
cute
off
for
the
this?
coconut tree.
Okay, this how you sound when you fall out of college. He shouldn't have said that. He
Yes.
shouldn't have made
He shouldn't have
this.
made it. He should just took the video to court, because
He
I
should have
get
took
want
it
to
to
stand
court.
up for yourself. Hey, Tay.
Hey, Tay. Hey. I'm so sorry for laughing, y'all. Please don't take it no kind of. I'm taking it serious, the conversation. It's just. That's true. No reason to bring nothing like that up. Yes.
Right. He brung it up because he thought it'll make him sound better, but it didn't. Like,
nobody wins when the family feuds. Who said that?
Jay-Z, right?
Jay-Z, I think. Is it
I think it
Jay-Z?
was Jay-Z.
Yes. Obviously, he wanted more children. Otherwise,
He would have pulled out the game week. Kids are a blessing, absolutely.
they making everything about them. Exactly. Them kids
Right.
don't see all of this. Nothing is ever deleted. When you delete it you think you deleted something from the internet. It is never deleted. It's there. It's
Right.
there.
It's
And
there.
they don't see it. And kids grow up quick.
Yeah, they do.
I believe they were still sleeping around and ended up breaking. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, absolutely.
He thought he had.
Man, line no pockets too. Yeah, that's true.
Okay. Unmute myself, y'all. I'm so sorry.
Girl, what is you laughing at? What happened?
These comments is taking me. They surprising me. That's what it is. They surprising me.
X-Man, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. I appreciate you. Y'all, please hit the like button and share it out, please.
I agree. Red flags always show, but people decide to overlook them for so many reasons. She overlooked when she was avoiding him. She should have went with it. But
We all have at some point overlooked some red flags. We all have. Yeah. So, hey, Anthony,
The
drive
flesh
safe.
is weak. I've had plenty of times, and I've said this on my channel where I've been like, and that's why I share that for other people to see. Like, go with that good feeling first, because more than likely you're gonna be kicking yourself in the behind.
Absolutely. Like, cause we all been there, done it.
Mm-hmm. He said they were still sleeping around, just wasn't together. I don't know if y'all saw that part where she was sending his sister and his. Yep, that's on this. It's on this.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Hey, yes, 755. I don't know what I'd have said. I'm so sorry, y'all, for laughing about the comments. Just when intentions are bad, things don't work. Yes, that.
Yep. I knew Riri meant Moni. When I type Moni, sometimes it type Minnie.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate you guys for being here.
Like I say, the same thing about CJ and Becca, what you're saying with receipts. Okay.
Right.
Any man that has kids should operate as a family man, strong father, and a leader, but Safaree operates like a man who is more into himself than.
I agree.
I do too. Touche. Touche.
I like his name.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you talking next level?
Next level, yeah. Next
Yeah.
level MF.
Mm-hmm. Next level, cool. That's crazy, Riri. I haven't been watching the show in a hot minute, and I don't even know if this
It
is even
wasn't,
on the
yeah, it
show.
wasn't on the show. They
Yeah.
using cameras in their houses.
Yes, because I haven't watched this show in oof, it's been years. It's been years. He says it and shows it in this video. I'm just talking way ahead of what y'all are seeing right now.
Yeah, you'll all see it in a minute. He
Y'all,
talking so slow and he dragging it on. So we gonna skip some of it. And if you
yeah,
want to see the full video, of course, we'll link it. So
yeah. Y'all wanna be real? These people have so. Girl, you better
yeah,
say it. I've been holding back till I get to the end of my notes. It's soul ties. That's why I said lust is a spirit of trickery. They was lusting for each other, and instead of praying about even connecting, you gotta pray about who you can't give your body to everybody. And once you get in that bed, like I said, that bed is on fire right now, and it's a spiritual warfare outside of everything. Is we not just flesh. We battle not against flesh and blood, but what's it? Principal. Wait, was it spirits and principalities and what's evil spirits in high places or something like that? Y'all, I don't know the words, but y'all know what I'm talking about. We battle not against flesh and blood. They lost that battle. They allowed their lustful sin nature to take over in the flesh, and now they are reaping the spiritual warfare. They're connected to each other. You got to do a lot of work to break soul ties. You got to do a lot of work. It takes that part. Y'all better help me out. Y'all better know this word. Sorry, but for real, like it take a lot to break soul ties, and jumping from person to person, like that spirit gonna jump off to the next person if y'all don't properly separate from one another. Or y'all gonna keep going at each other until you can't no more. Like you said, somebody gonna be locked up or somewhere else worse.
Yeah.
With that fighting. Sorry, y'all. Okay, word.
Where we at?
It says that's why people need to stop having meaningless sex unless you're in a serious relationship. We must remove lust and get back to. I gotta say it.
Oh man,
Y'all
that's
better
it.
say it.
That's
Yes.
it. It's so much going on out here. Like, why would you even
It's
want to
so
just be out
much.
there like that? We live
Even
in
this,
Memphis, and it's bad.
even disease. Disease is spiritual warfare. That's demons hopping off in your body. You are allowing it.
Mm-hmm.
Opening your spirit up to all these things, and then you wonder why you're acting the way you're acting. They're bouncing off of each other, and who knows who they connected to before they connected to. We know from watching on the show, but outside of that, personally, we don't know who they connected to that had this weird spirit about them, that obsessive spirit, don't want to let go, that insecure spirit, and then it's like y'all got all these spirits just clashing, y'all just going at each other, and these kids just innocent. Right. They innocent.
Innocent.
Real spill. I'm trying to get to the end so we can go. I'm sorry. Blue Lotus. Hey, Blue.
Hey, Miss Nita.
A coconut tree is crazy, right? I told you these.
We appreciate you, Breeze. We appreciate it. We love realness.
Yes. Everybody's speaking. Let me see. Hey man, we don't want to see any more beaten men, Lord.
Yeah, keep y'all hands off them men. But and it ain't funny. It ain't funny, but it happens. Women always, get their side picked,
Right.
But they be sometimes the ones that's the aggressor. And I'm not saying it's okay to hit a woman back, but women gotta also understand that when you put your hands on somebody, they just might react. And if you ain't big enough to fight the fight, then you just need to keep your hands to yourself.
And what you just said too, I think that men are innately stronger than women. So then when women think they can put their hands on somebody, that's when it switches like, oh, he hit you back. Oh, he's abusing. And that's not fair. Everybody don't do that.
Right,
Everybody don't do that. But then it's like, it's not fair because I'm like, if I'm a woman and I know, I would never raise my hand to no man. Right. Why would I? First of all, we don't supposed to put our hands on anybody. But then what I expect if you haul off and be like, okay, you touch me, that's my breaking point.
Yeah, you move along. You don't stay there. You don't sit there and continue to argue. And like somebody, I think it was Moni said with this, y'all already been in this aggressive relationship. You trying to move on, but you create this video. It's only gonna make things worse.
Mm,
So, you just gotta know when to fold them. You don't always have to say anything to prove your point.
yeah.
Not in the public eye anyway. Like it's unnecessary. So yeah.
Yeah.
Back to what we were saying. Ladies, keep your hands to yourself.
You want to do play?
Yeah. So we can wrap it up. Been an hour.
I wouldn't make that up.
You want to
You
zoom
know,
to
and
I
it
see the
sucks.
truck.
You did that. You did that longer than I need you. No. Before I need you. Remember that. Nice flow, Linda. Yeah, go ahead. You too, bitch. Go ahead. Go ahead. Because your other two kids are going to be miserable just like you.
Oh,
Oh, fuck all of y'all. Go ahead. Jerk off. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. All of y'all. Go ahead. All because of you. All because of you. All because of you.
I don't argue. That's just not in me. But on the other hand, the other side, they don't operate or think the way I do.
do you have any thoughts on this part?
That yelling and cursing in front of the kids is crazy. Cause I don't know who Linda is. Cause I heard her say Linda.
Yeah,
But I mean, even when she's speeding off in the truck, and the window went down on the back seat. I don't know if the kid let the window down to see what was going on, or if she, because sometimes I try to let my window down, I let a different window.
yeah,
But it probably was the baby trying to see what was going on. Because again, when her parents were fighting, the little girl was right there. The little boy
yeah.
was just turning circles like he didn't know what to do.
I saw him
So
shake when something flew off the
they
table.
they sponging it in. They sponging it in. Like they see their mom acting like this, and that's crazy.
And we thinking about growth cycle in a therapist point of view. I wrote down secure attachments. So your first secure attachment is your parents. So then it's like it increases. Wait, it causes insecure attachment. So then you fearful when you see one or the other coming. It's gonna be a clip in here. And do you think we should do part 2 and 3 since it's already to an hour? Like we stop and then come back
Yeah,
for part
I mean,
two.
I guess we can maybe let's try to wrap it up in 30 minutes.
Yeah. So then it's like it's gonna be a part where the child is crying, don't want to go to Erica, and I'm like, that's an insecure attachment to somebody. That's the first person you bond with. You and your mama Billy, you do the skin to skin. I don't have a child, but from what I've seen, and then like as a therapist, like they're not gonna trust to go to anybody. They see y'all fighting, or they might trust to go to the wrong people. And we know the history of you can't let your kids go with everybody because everybody not gonna treat your kids the way you treat your kids. But if they feel more secure going here and they getting abused here too, I see it all the time when I watch testimonies on YouTube, Delafaye testimonies. They said, well, it was hard at home, so I went to this family member house and then they started abusing me too. So then it's like you supposed to have a secure attachment here. You don't. You go here for a secure attachment and they doing worse than what y'all like what? And I said sometimes the kids will see dad and sometimes they don't. The fact that he's removing himself to minimize the fighting, yeah, I see that. But if you really want to see your kids, take it to court because then it's like your kids gonna be like, Dad was here. Sometimes, like I said, kids remember stuff. Y'all said soaking it up like a sponge. Dad was here, then he wasn't. Then sometimes we would see him, but not that much. Why wasn't you around? They
Right.
gotta process all of that when they become teenagers, even early teenagers, the beginning of teenage years, on into adulthood. This is something they taking for the rest of their life
Right.
with them. And I said course inclusion is necessary, not for removal, not for taking the kids from them, because I don't advocate for anybody taking no kids, but just the fact of just to negotiate them transferring the kids to each other without having a fighting in between, cutting out the middleman of fighting.
Right.
Finding out a way to get them to this house, then back to this house when it's time for each of them to take care of the kids, to cut out all of the drama so the kids won't have so much trauma growing up because they already, this is enough trauma. These is little bitty babies. This is
Right.
enough. They don't need no more.
Right.
You got
So
some.
just no, I would say let it play a little bit more.
Okay.
And when I have my kids and someone is pretty much trying to police and parent and like watch every single thing I'm doing and call, oh, who's there? Whoa, what's going on? It's just so unhealthy, so excessive, to the point where it just creates a lot of issues. Like, you can't pick and choose when it's okay to say, okay, the kids are good. And then if we're not, in a good space, then it's a issue. I've taken my kids to Jamaica. If I was such a bad parent, nobody's gonna let a man take the kids to Jamaica by myself. I didn't have no help. And I don't want a biscuit for it. I did it, It just creates such a level of toxicity that it's better to just be like, you know what? I'm gonna deal with this through the courts. And when this thing gets sorted out, how it's supposed to be sorted out, then okay, we'll figure it out. So for the past, few months, that's what I've been dealing with when it came to, looking for lawyers and just trying to figure out this whole thing, because my original standing order for this child support and the visitation and all of that, everything, it originated from Georgia. We moved to Florida. When we moved to Florida, everything has to get transferred over. It just got transferred over like this week. So now I get to find out what this new setup is going to be, because I refuse to go to her house to pick up the kids. I refuse. I'm not. It's just too unstable, too unpredictable. And the only way I would do it is either a police precinct, or if the kids are somewhere else and I'm picking them up from there. But everything is just done off of spite.
Says making between $8,000 to $12,000
Hold on,
per
y'all.
month.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Commercials. Hold on.
What was the point of him showing himself like a minute ago when he was in the camera doing like? I mean, what was the point, Safaree?
Just intent on the other end. Me, I don't move like that. I don't live like that. When people look at me, I don't look like I'm carrying stress. I don't look like I'm losing weight. I don't look like I'm just harboring so much hate inside me that it physically begins to show. And I'm a father. I'm a grown-ass man. When I have my kids in there with me, they're under my care. They don't have nothing to worry about. So I'm not gonna have anybody acting like they need to know every single thing going on. When I was filming Love and Hip Hop, Miami, and I had my kids here, calling, oh, where the kids at? What they do? Oh, you better not be filming with the kids. Oh. First of all, I've never filmed with the kids ever by myself on Love and Hip Hop. They're not a part of my storyline. That doesn't make sense to me. I'm not gonna be in the park pushing the kids, playing, oh yeah. Oh, like, of course they wanted to see me film with them, but both parents have to sign off on that. And that wasn't happening. And the last instant of when we had a transfer with the kids, she called me and said, hey, I'm in the area. I could save you a trip. I could come pick the kids up. And I'm tired and I don't want to do the drive. And it was like really like early in the morning or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. I let her in, lay down in the kids' room. One of the kids was in there. Next to the kids was laying with me in my room. And when she gets up, she's like, she wants to have a conversation with me. I'm like, okay, let's talk. As soon as she starts talking, it's yelling, screaming, all of that. I said, yo, look, I'm not doing that. And if you can't talk to me normally in front of the kids, where the kids don't realize that we're having a discussion about something that we're not agreeing on, then I'm not having it. Oh, I don't give a F, blah, 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 all this yelling, whatever. So I'm like, okay, forget it. Just, you here, pick them up, you can leave. And in my face, all of that, blah, 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 and all that. So I'm like, all right, you don't want to leave. I call the cops. I'm on the phone with the cops. I'm telling them, hey, before this escalates, I would like police presence here because I want her to leave. Filming me calling the cops. Okay, I'm calling the cops. You're filming me. You're the one with the anger management problem just going off. So break stuff up in the house, has the kids running over glass, breaking stuff up outside. After that, I just was like, you know what? If I can't pick up my kids in a place that is like a drop-off point or a police precinct, I'm not picking them up because I'm not going to her house ever again in life. My daughter, she has an iPad.
So that's crazy how she tore up all his stuff. And again, you can see where she pushed down the statue outside and the kids walked barefooted past it. So they could have hurt themselves, cut their feet, whatever. Like that was just unnecessary.
Mm-hmm. I want to say hey to Lucy, and I want to say hey to Paisley. Paisley is one of my new friends I connected to. We just talking about our viewpoints from the standpoint of a single mom, a mom with kids, a therapist, a single woman, spiritually, all of that, just all of it. We done just broke it down in all the ways. So feel free to join into the conversation. And I put down, it was the way he even said, she said, can we talk that morning she woke up at his house. I said, it's a break in the communication. When it's a break in the communication, then nothing's going to get through anybody's ears because you're going to keep yelling. They're going to keep just yelling at each other. Or one is going to be yelling, the other is going to tune out. In this case, it sounded like Erica yelling. He tuning out, turning the other way. And I said, anything the other one says, it won't get through to the other one. And that's just the downside of connecting. You are mixing your spirits. The thing that God gave you, that's how you're supposed to treat your temple like it's gold. And y'all just gave it to each other from lust. He sought you. You didn't go with your gut, your spirit, your Holy Spirit telling you not to talk to him. You gave into it. And it's a breakdown of communication too. And it's like a smear campaign. Because even though he's saying it in a way that he's trying to sound empathetic, he's not being empathetic. It's almost condescending. He's saying, what did he say? He said something in this video. He tried to sound innocent, and I want to rewind it. I really want to rewind it.
Was it when he was talking about the control? When he was saying something about her wanting control?
Yes, but he's saying it in an innocent way. He's trying to sound innocent, like as if it's all on her. And he keeps trying to look away. He keeps trying to disconnect himself. I'm not the one looking stressed out. I'm not the one losing weight. I don't look like I carry stress because I don't carry stress. And yes, you trying to bat away tears, but do you really mean what you mean? Or are you trying to make it sound like she's completely the problem? Because it's something that you've done for it to get to this point too.
Right. I agree with that.
I don't think this should have got to this point. I don't think you should be sharing this. I'm going to go back to my initial thing. Take it to the court. But it's something you did. And yes, she did smear him. She done smeared him for a while. I done seen a lot of what she done said and not a lot of what he done said.
Right.
But collect your data, sir, and go to the court.
Yeah.
Because y'all cannot communicate. What communicating to us gonna do? Nothing. It's gonna be opinions. Everybody got an opinion.
Everybody.
This, even talking about the kids stepping in the glass, that ain't none of our business. Go show these people. That's an emergency situation. These kids stepping on this glass. It was going on right now. This is, I wouldn't say crisis, but it's domestic. It should be a case that's open. It's a domestic case that should be open, and it's an ongoing domestic case, obviously, because we have offenses. Every time I say it, I giggle a little bit. I'm so sorry.
Yeah. It's because it's crazy, and I don't know, it's just crazy to see her do that. So at this point, I would say maybe push it back to when he shows the kids talking, and then maybe to her jumping the gate, and we'll end it, because I don't want to share his whole video. If you want to see the video again, we're gonna link it in the description so that you can go see the full video. But we just want to speak on it because it's sad.
Where the kids talking it. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I'm gonna.
And then we'll read some comments too.
I'm gonna go to Target and get them. Yes. I just got my leg.
What's in the car? Get the bag. Something.
I want to go to Mommy.
Mommy missed. She was missing you. She was looking for you.
I don't want to go to Mommy.
I just want to say, like, you know, doing shit like this don't benefit me. This don't help me. Like, I don't like this kind of attention. That's why I usually never say anything. But this thing has been going on for so long that it's like.
And I'm gonna fast forward it to the gate.
Okay.
I will say something about that little girl in a minute, but and this is the infamous thing that everybody every time I say it, oh my gosh, here we go.
So y'all, this is her hopping over his gate. Why she turn the ladder that way?
Lord have mercy. Probably
Why
thought
she using it anyway?
Probably thought that little paddle part was gonna go over the top of the gate so we could. That's a little ladder. Oh,
And ran.
I thought she broke her ankles.
That look crazy. She look crazy. Safaree. That's what she said.
She breathing hard too.
Why are you doing this? Yeah, she breathing hard.
Look at that baby. Oh,
Right. Look at the babies, y'all. Look at how the babies are watching them. And every time they move, they move too. Like right there. They don't know what to do. Those poor babies. Now watch when Erica walk past with those bags. It's gonna hit the baby in the yellow in the head. So right here, watch the baby.
oh.
But she's so concerned with doing all of that. And she must have just told them, come on. Look at them trying to step over the stuff. She know they walking behind her and she still pushes that down and they gotta walk past it.
Okay.
So there's a lot more of the video. But let's talk about what we just saw last. The showing the kids crying. What you gonna say about that?
I was gonna say, typically, my mind, this is outside the therapist arena. This Dre talk. Head drill shake. Typically, you know how like the little girl was like, I don't want to go to mommy's house, and he was like, but you gotta go there. It takes some coaxing with it. It's not even just coaxing. If she said it the first time, he didn't record it. He probably was like, whoa, what did she just say? Let me pull my camera out. I don't believe that was the first time she had said it in that car. I think that he was like, what you say again, and pulled his camera out to put it to the side just to catch it. Right. And yeah, or say it again while she already upset. And it probably is when like he got them in Jamaica, like he said he took them to Jamaica by himself, or when he had them like at a fun place or whatever. And it's like, dang, a kid want to do fun stuff, and if you saying, oh, I'm gonna take you from this and send you here where they ain't doing the fun stuff, mama probably wants you to clean up your room. Like, of course the baby gonna cry. That don't mean, and I'm not on nobody's side. This Dre talking. That don't mean that mama is just horrible to them at home. But I think they love their kids. Individually, I think they love their kids. That
I
fighting
agree.
in front of them is where they going wrong. Him recording her saying she don't want to go to mom's house. That girl said that at first. Why you have to pull out your camera, sir, to show that?
Right.
What we doing? What we
Right.
doing? And
Yeah.
I said it's a smear campaign against one another. It got nothing to do with the kids. Somebody said that earlier in the chat. It has nothing to do with the kids. It's dealing with one up in the next person, and they in the public eye. They on a higher platform. Instead of tearing each other down, they know the world is going to connect with this. So the world gonna tear them down. They already bashed her. They bashed her bad. I don't think neither one of them deserve to be bashed. I think they need to take it offline. Y'all done enough damage.
Right.
Y'all done enough damage. It's stuff that cannot be reversed. They got no boundaries. None. Not even their kids. It's like everything is up for grabs. Cause like I said, he recorded that little girl. They've crossed each other's boundaries. Even she coming into his home. I don't know what he does with her home. I think he probably avoids, but I'm not there. But it's just like they done crossed boundaries. And I said prayer is essential when you are seeking your spouse over yourself and over your spouse. Because first of all, you got to pray that you strengthen and you're able to, your capacity is built wide so you can handle difficult things. If it's a time for you to let go of your spouse, God, give me the strength to let go if I need to let go. I pray that we do well in this marriage. I pray that we grow in this marriage, and I'm not married, so I know you can speak to that. But if it does not work, if you don't want it to work or something happens to where it does not work, allow me to detach.
Right.
That means going in the right way too. They messing around, giving in the lust right away. Y'all was just lusting, having kids. Right. Then y'all decided, let's get married. Y'all ain't built no foundation. He already was looking at how she treated her other child, but didn't ask no questions until this came up. Right. That's Dre talking. And then I said, that's it.
You're right. You are totally right. Like people are just jumping into these relationships, and with celebrities, sometimes you feel like it's how you look with me or how it looks to everybody else. She a bad Latina. I'm a nice looking black man. We gonna look good together to the people. It's like all you care about is what people care about. You want to look good. You're not thinking about what you need to be thinking about. And what you said about the little girl in the video. If you felt that your child was being mistreated, yes, record the video. Like we said with everything, record the video, but bringing it here is unnecessary. You take it where it need to go, to the court, if you feel like that's an issue. But like you said, when you're a kid, if you take me to Chuck E. Cheese and then now we're leaving and you saying, "Oh, I'm gonna take you to mama house," I don't want to go to mama house. I want to stay right here. And again, I hate to keep bringing up another celebrity that we know well, YouTube celebrity, but he did the same thing. He did the same thing, recorded the kids saying, "Mama house boring." Well, if I come over your house and every day or every time I come, "Here, guys, I got a surprise," and I'm 4 years old, but then when I go to mama house, I got to clean up my room. Who else I want to go over? I want to go where the surprise it every week. What is you saying? Like, so it's easy to sway a kid to, say the things they need to say. It just was unnecessary. Because if you felt like she was that bad of a parent, I would be in court fighting to get my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't try to paint it like she's that abusive parent that the baby crying because she don't want to go over there because of that. Now, with the way we see her acting and all this loud cursing, maybe she's not physically abusive, but she emotionally abusive. The baby may not want to hear her yelling and hollering, and that makes her feel some type of way. We don't know, but the way he painted the picture, of course, is gonna make people think that the baby is scared to go with her mama when it could be, "I just want to stay at Chuck E. Cheese." So you gotta look at it that way with that. Her jumping the fence is crazy. I don't even know, but
yeah,
I
you
don't.
literally put yourself in danger. Now you like physically not even thinking about yourself. That's why I cover my mouth, because I'm like, it looked like she broke her ankles. I was being like silly, but you could hurt yourself. How you gonna care for your babies if you can't walk? You're gonna be double casted up. What?
She didn't give a dang about them ankles.
Right. I
She was
keep
trying to
hearing
get in the house.
that. Hearing
And
that
then,
sound.
just you that upset that you really knocking all his stuff to the floor. And then the baby's having to walk over it. And y'all saw that bag hit that baby head. She felt that. She didn't stop and check to see, did I hurt you? She continued to go to the next table and knock something else down because you're that angry that you couldn't compose yourself to see or check about, on your baby. You just trying to make him upset. You didn't care
Yeah.
about the kids. So yeah, y'all have to go watch that full video to see everything and even some of the other reactions that people are doing. But we just wanted to touch on it. We
Yeah.
can look at the
Mm-hmm.
look
I
at
was
the
about to say you can do the
chat.
comment. Yep. Breathe. It said, morning, good evening. Hey, Etta.
Hey
Uh,
Etta.
I still up in this thing. I'm
Etta
guessing it's
fine.
all show ratings because Omega asked, "Do we think it's all staged?" I don't think this part is staged. I
Mm,
think this is each they trying to one up each other.
I think both.
You think
Be-
both?
because like with the Kirk and Rashida thing with the other baby mama and they making it look like he was back. They do this stuff to hype up the
Mm-hmm.
show. However, Safari has been saying he's not going back on Love and Hip
And
Hop.
he said he's not on there. On that video, he said he's not on there.
Right. He's not on there now. But
Yeah.
if like they said, if he's building this up to, get them a storyline, it's possible.
Yeah. So here we go.
He just came
Eyeball.
out of the blue with
Right.
this.
Omega, I think you're saying because I saw when this popped up, why didn't they go outside when they was arguing in the house in front of the kids? I agree too, but then they still would have been too loud outside. Like,
Mm.
I don't think that they can talk without a middleman. If they can't talk through the courts or talk, I don't think they even mature enough to get therapy. And who am I to judge? But if we haven't gotten therapy yet, or if one of us, we 43 now. I don't know how old Erica is, but
I think she younger than him.
we ain't thought to say, hey, we can't talk. It ain't working. We always argue, or whatever the case may be, unless he manipulating in the background. That plays into that too. Unless he manipulating in the background, sweet talking when we can't see it, and that's why I think you said it earlier, and somebody in the chat, like, why is she constantly coming back? Because then I can't see, and I could be wrong, and y'all correct me. I can't see a woman constantly returning if you're not breadcrumbing and giving some glimmer of a little hope. But I could be
Yeah.
wrong.
I mean, it's a part in the video where she takes pictures of him naked and send them to his mom and sister.
Yeah.
So y'all have to go watch that. And it's her in the text message and trying to prove, well, if he telling y'all he don't want me, he's still over here in my bed.
And
So
he
like we
probably is.
said, it's still to where their feelings are there because they still was messing with each other. So, but why send naked pictures to his mama and sister? That's just you
Yeah.
couldn't find no other way. You can't send a picture of him sleep or something. I mean, I'm just saying,
I know.
sending a nude picture to his mom, that's just
That's
crazy. Who
wild.
does that?
That's wild.
Bitch, you doing too much.
Or try to be cordial. Boom. He calling the cops. Proof he's in. No regular black man calling. Oh,
He knew Breeze, he knew that he had her on that camera. So he need to get up out of there. If he do something, he on camera too. But I guess if he did something, he didn't have to show it, huh?
just arrogant stuff.
I'm just not thinking about the kids. At the end of the day, that's what it come down to. They not thinking about the kids. Only themselves.
Yeah.
So
Therapy is needed because all of this is going to hurt. Boom, Paisley. Yes. That's what we said
absolutely.
earlier. And the kids are gonna need therapy. This generational trauma y'all are creating. When we trying to break the generational trauma, we done got too far. Our people, sorry to go there, but not sorry, have experienced more than enough trauma, not just with this kind of thing. I'm talking about historically. Okay, black and brown. And you
Right.
add in this trauma that don't, we done came too far. And you putting this trauma on these kids that they gotta break it. It ain't no way kids in this day and age, 2024, should have to break some traumas that we didn't have to break ourselves. To break
Right.
away from family traumas, generational trauma, historical trauma. What y'all doing? I can just shake them, girl. I can just
Right. Right. It's sad. It's sad, and it's really sad to watch.
shake it. Ain't it? And just to see that little boy when they was arguing. You said you saw them following them step to step as they was fighting. I saw the little girl closer than the boy, but he was literally like, he had his bottle in his mouth and he just started shaking. I'm like, this baby. Oh.
Right. Yeah.
Sorry, I can't stay to the end. Just got home. Thank you, Anthony, for
Thank you,
even
Anthony.
tuning in. We
Right.
appreciate you.
And you know we understand.
You. Both are condemning each other for public entertainment and both have that victim mentality. Boom. And we ain't the judge or the jury. So what can we
Absolutely
do? I
right.
said this from the beginning. We can't judge. We got an opinion, but
Mhm.
what we gonna do? Why y'all presenting
Right.
this to us? Why we
Exactly.
keep bashing?
Right, because neither one is showing everything. So we only can go by what we see, but at the end of the day, they both should be ashamed.
Okay, to at this big old age, can I Google real quick while we
She's
on here?
36.
How old is it? You said you
She's
Googled it.
36.
You Googled it because I'm like, I'm 33. I can't wrap my mind around it. I can't. Not 36. That's it. That's it. You should know better. No,
Yeah.
you should know better. It was her hopping the fence like she was
I know.
without the cape. Without the cape, okay? I told you I thought she broke her ankle.
I mean, I'm just trying to figure out where the ladder came. So he just got a ladder just standing just outside his house. Now, I watched another one of his videos one day. Him and Chaotic was in the garage. He got it set up like a gym, and that same ladder was in the garage. So you left it outside,
Not in the
or was the
garage.
garage open and she got it out the garage? I got questions. I just
Not
want to
in the
know.
garage, because I was like, she seemed like she would put that ladder on the top of that white truck and drive it over there. Girl, not the
I
garage.
oh no. So I mean, why would you have it outside your house anyway? So it that kind of
Girl.
makes you go back to thinking, is it set up?
He breadcrumb that too, either set up or breadcrumb. Like, I know she gonna pull up. Like, he'd have been around her long enough to know now, like, her patterns.
Mm-hmm.
They know each other well enough, so she gonna show up. If you done said something to her or whatever the case, but y'all done fell out, y'all done had an argument on the phone. She's like, I'm on the way over there. Your garage open. This girl is that kind of, her thinking is that way. I'm trying to be politically correct. That she gonna grab that ladder and come over that gate. It ain't nothing.
Now, but if you're in the garage, there's a door in the garage to the house. But I guess she want to go to the back where the glass is, because I can see you through the glass. I guess. Because if you in the garage, you can knock, beat on the door, kick it in. Nobody don't see you. You under the garage. Why would you go out where everybody can see you? I'm thinking because it's a glass in the back and she could see through. Because she was talking to him through
You
the
was
glass.
talking to him.
Yeah. So
I ain't gonna say what else.
it's crazy.
It
It's
is.
love and hip hop.
Right. Paisa said he's being petty, showing his daughter, saying she don't want to go to mom's house. Baby, that letter was not. No. What?
Not
Right.
expected.
None of us
Never seen
expected it. Why did he post this?
Y'all
Even
gotta
if
go
she
to
did.
his channel and see it because he added some little edit to it and was like, "What is that? What is that?"
That's
When
in
she was getting on the
Cardi's
ladder, that was
voice.
funny.
Cardi's voice.
Yes, y'all gotta go watch the whole video.
And it says, so, oh, hey, thank you, Rose. It says, all poor babies.
I think she was saying that was cute when when they was like, "Daddy, Daddy."
Yeah. Yeah.
Of course, we love to see that, because people glorify the deadbeat dads in our community. So we love to see the kids, being loved on by their dad, them loving their dad. Like, that's awesome to see.
Yeah.
Even because I seen where Rose said something about CJ. Even though a lot of us don't care for him, I love to see him, his kids, how
Yeah.
excited they get when they see him. But that don't take that away from they feel some type of way about royalty just because they love their dad. They love their mom and their dad. And that's how it should be. And like you said, we hate to see these beautiful families split up and, go through this type of thing because it's traumatizing the kids. I mean, why can't we, at least if you're not going to keep your family together, because it don't always work and that's okay.
Yeah.
Let's just work together and co-parent because
Yeah.
it's team them, not us. We need to make sure that these kids grow up and get what they need from both parents.
And let
And
them see
bashing one parent, bashing the other parent, that's not helping the kid.
Yep. Let them see positivity, be mature in
Yeah.
front of them. Yeah, we can butt heads all day. I'm gonna give you a look. But don't say that. Don't argue, first of all, and then
Right.
saying all those things. That's gonna stick with them babies. I told y'all my example. I remember stuff from when I was 3. Them kids small enough, they can kids remember.
Yeah.
My little cousin, prime example, this sidebar too. She is 16 now. She was literally a year or 2. She was not even walking. And she says, I remember Zay. I said, who was Zay? Shocked the heck out of me, my friend that got murdered.
Mm-hmm.
She said, the one that drove the blue car. I'm like, hold on, wait, what? How you know this? Because we like, and Caitlin was alive then too. She was like, how she know this? She wasn't even walking. How she know who Zay is?
Just like girl dad said, they sponges.
Sponges.
Right.
I said, ain't no way. This baby wasn't even walking. So they going to remember this.
Right. And they're sitting there watching their mom trying to hit their dad. They both parents, I'm sure, yelling, and your mom is mad, pulling stuff down, breaking stuff. So now when the babies get mad and throw stuff at home, Erica, how do you discipline them? When you did the same thing. So they doing what they saw you do.
A reflection of it.
So what do you say? Don't do that. Well, you do it.
Right. And that's what they
So
gonna hear. Well, I saw
yeah,
you do it.
right.
It says this is right. It is
It
devastating because them
is.
poor babies, the babies, they traumatized. You see it in their bodies. If they
Right.
ain't saying it, you can see it. The little boy is shaking. That's why I just cover my mouth because what? That
Man,
baby's
it is
scared.
Ella. It is Ella.
Scared. And he was getting closer to, I don't know if y'all noticed, he was getting closer to his big sister too. They was following the fight, but he was backing a little bit to the side behind his big sister for protection. Well, you should go to your parents for protection. Let me stop.
Right. Don't cry.
Not because I'm gonna go there and get loud, but I'm gonna try to keep it
well, don't get hood.
right. That's crazy. And I'm trying to be neutral too. I don't want to be picking a side because we don't know. We don't got a horse in this race, y'all. None of us got a horse in this race.
Right. This is for entertainment purposes
Yes.
only. Like we said, we think both parents are, we don't think they bad parents. They're just
Yeah.
not handling it the way it should be. None of us are perfect though. So
And a lot of us have either been there, have halfway not been there completely, but I mean like dealing with a situation that we should have let go a long time ago, going against your first frame of mind, making the right best choices in the moment. We grow from it. It's just devastating
some
to
of
watch
us,
it,
yeah,
especially for the ones who have grown through it. And then we seeing somebody go through, oh, I went through this. That's not a good look. We should do.
right,
It's easy for us to stay on the other end what we should do if we've gone through it.
right,
It's easy
or
to
seen
say
it,
that.
because
Yeah,
some of us may have not gone through
yeah,
it per se, but we may have seen a friend or a sister or a brother go through it.
yeah,
But I do respect the side of the father as well as the mother, because like we've been saying the whole time, a lot of times mothers are backed up a little bit more. So, what he's going through with her trying to hit him and breaking his stuff, I understand.
yeah.
But,
That's a no.
showing us didn't help. I mean,
Yeah,
I guess he want people to bash her, but if
like we
she
not,
already unhinged, do we want her to be even more unhinged and caring for your kids?
and literally nobody wins when the family feuds.
That's
So we need to
it.
get this together real quick. I'm gonna be praying for them
Hey,
because
Dolores.
the Lord said that I think mentioning her first child was a low blow. They are both unequally yoked. That's prime example of being unequally yoked. Prime example. The covenant is very yes, it's serious, and people should start taking it more serious.
Yeah.
CJ do the same thing. I think he was talking about when I was saying that he record, because I saw this comment when I said, "Why would you record the baby in the car?" She obviously said it before, and you just pulled out your camera. I don't know if CJ does it or not. I haven't
He
seen
do.
it.
He do.
So it wasn't gonna work. I believe kids should be caught on camera in grown up drama.
Right.
Agree.
Definitely agree.
Yeah, that was crazy. They mess around. CPS gonna get those children, and
That
mostly, so what I can speak on CPS is they typically go in to try to give resources to the parents, because they don't. Their prime thing isn't breaking up the family. They want to keep the family together. That's a narrative that a lot of people have been taught, and that's not the true narrative. This therapist Trisha. This my sister name. My sister talking about me. This therapist Drea talking. My sister name is Trisha. They typically don't try to break the family apart. They want to give you resources. What can we do to help y'all get along better? Or it's even CPS workers that will transfer the kids between parents. Keep your kids. Make sure y'all stay away from each other so they don't get hurt. Make a safe environment. But yeah,
I feel like when parents like I don't know about Erica because I don't really be seeing her, but to flaunt all these expensive cars, these big houses, all this jewelry, spend some of that money getting a therapist, a counselor, a nanny, somebody that can help y'all mediate with these kids. Like they be putting their money, celebrities just put their money in all the wrong things. Like
yeah.
it's crazy.
It says feelings are definitely involved. That's definitely weird, Rooks. I think it's something you said earlier. That girl has never been right.
Right, Etta. We seen her.
We see each other. I'm just
Paige, we from Memphis, Tennessee.
yes, Memphis. She said she heard the accent. She heard accent. Yes, Memphis.
What she do, Drill?
Huh? You said what?
What she do?
So I met you talking about Paige. I met
No,
Paige.
no, no. She said she would the accent.
she heard. She heard that. You heard
She
our
heard.
accent.
She heard.
You heard. Okay. Hello,
What's
hey,
up,
hey,
Cap?
Captain. Hey, boy, stop.
What's
Captain
up,
here.
Cap?
I thought she bought it. I did too. She put it on top of the truck.
Not her bringing the ladder with her. That's crazy work. But I'm telling y'all, she ain't acting in them Tubi movies, y'all. That lady
What's
crazy.
it? Art imitating reality. Okay. It says, hey, oh, that's another friend that I just met the other day. Sister
Hello.
TV. Hey, welcome in. True. Keeping up with the roots. Hey, Jewel.
Hey, Jewel.
I said keeping up with the roots. Kicking it with the roots. I'm so sorry.
Girl, you in the moment. It's all good.
Moni. Right. They just added us. Right. Added us. We in the group chat.
We in.
We in the group chat. Can you take it? We gonna put it on mute. This is what we gonna do. Moni, thank you for sharing.
Thank you, Moni. I appreciate you.
Have a good night. You have a good night
Good night.
too.
Good night, Queen Mama. Thank you. Y'all, please hit the like button. We're about to end it. And again, we're going to keep saying it. This was for entertainment purposes only. Like, we're just reacting. Again, hey, we don't know the full story. We only know what they tell us, and we're going from that.
And
We
we're
just want
coming
to try
from
something new.
we're coming from a non-judgment zone, because who are we to judge? Listen, we got our own stuff that we deal with on a daily.
I'm trying to tell you.
We ain't trying to step. Look, we cannot get the log out of we can't get the stick out of somebody else's eye. We got a log in ours. Bye. Here it is. It says, I'm from New Orleans. We have look, you were our accent. We got friends in New Orleans too. Come on now.
I love that New Orleans accent.
Baby. Oh, we missed. It's okay. It's okay. We got plenty more. Oh, you guys, I'm gonna try to go live and have y'all drop y'all's links to connect Paisley and Sisters. They are all starting it. I think Sisters is at 200 something subscribers, all that, but And Paige, I haven't looked at your numbers yet, but yes. And so, Queen, we done. We gonna end this live.
Yeah. It was
Thank-
fun. It was
Let us know what
fun.
y'all think about the collab and the reaction videos, and we'll get back to y'all with collabs and reaction if y'all want to see more from us. Let us know in the chat, either one of our chats or comment tabs. And yeah, y'all.
Yeah, and if I'm gonna tag or put Drea in the description. So y'all go check it
Same
out.
here. Same here. And y'all connect to each other. We love y'all. We will see y'all in another one.
All right. Good night, y'all.
So